one series that I've been recommended for quite a while, even before the anime even got announced, was Golden Kamuy, and I was really looking forward to this first episode. I was like, when I was hearing about it, I was like, this actually has a really interesting plot. This seems like this is going to be completely different from what I'm normally used to, you know. Normally when you're being talked about these like high ass like series and all that, that's gonna be like a lot of people saying that this is gonna be like the show of the year, where it's like, oh my god, I can't wait for them to like cover some of this stuff on there. It's gonna be great. And when I was watching this, I was like, I can see the vibes of something happening here, although there's a few little things that happened in this episode where like, one, obviously it's the first episode. I felt it was setting up a lot of things. There was a lot of interesting things going around with the world, especially was the most thing I was like definitely enamored. And I think two, the one thing that everyone has already gone on about, and I think it's the CGI with the bear, which, yeah, I mean, we're gonna get into that when that happens, but I want to talk about Sugimoto because Sugimoto has already made a strong impression on me. I like him already. Sugimoto, the fucking immortal. I don't think the fucking part is on there as his like name, but like for what we see about this guy, immediately as he was during like, you know, like the show takes place in Hokkaido and the lands of like of Japan, and we get to see him back in the day, him being a soldier where he was there fighting the Russians, going in, and you see the trench warfare of them like charging in with like their bayonets, and this guy is a fucking crazy nut job because he is there charging with the rest of his people to make it over to the next trench, and that's the reason he got called immortal, because the guy got stabbed, the guy got shot, he had so much happen to him, and he is brutal. Like, you see him, like, this is not a happy-go-lucky character. This guy is a murderer. This guy kills people. Like, you see him stab, shoot, go through. The one that's the most brutal is that he takes a guy down to the ground and then he just straight up puts his thumbs through the dude's eyes. I was like, ooh, it's like, yeah, character established. Definitely, like, a guy that's gone through a little bit of shit. And, like, you can see, like, going through now, like, his entire, like, with later on when you see, like, he's just now kind of getting up and he's, like, searching for gold, whereas, like, it's seemingly that he killed, like, a higher up, it's seemingly what happened, like, there's a lot of that obviously hasn't been explained yet with his past, but we see him, like, I'd like to say a couple of months, maybe in a year later afterwards, like all these events, and he's just there like sifting for a river of gold, and this old man is like drunk off his ass, like kind of like just seeing him like, yeah, let me tell you a story, and he's just like, there you go, it's like about a guy, like this one guy who got so much fucking gold, where it was pretty much like just the gold rush of the era, where he had so much money. And the guy got caught going into prison, and he decided to leave like his treasure with a giant map. However, there's something different about this though, where he painted it on the prisoners, all the people that were in the war that he like trusted to do this. And what's weird is that, like, you're like, okay, all of these people now have a destination of where's the map to go, and all of them broke out eventually, as we know, because this drunk old man turns out to be one of the people. I'm glad that he didn't just say it. He was like, oh shit, I said too much after he was drunk, and he was actually gonna kill Sugimoto. He was actually gonna blow his brains out, but he's so stupid, and he's doesn't know how to hold the gun, and has got safety on it, and he's like, he pulls it out, and he's like, I'm gonna kill him. I'm gonna go after. I like that about Sugimoto. He's like, forget about a guy. He's like, no, he just tried to kill me. I am going to find him and I am going to murder him. Like, he's a no-nonsense character, and that's what I kind of like about it. It isn't like, no, that's immoral. Like, fuck, the man's been in war. He doesn't give a shit. He's seen some heavy shit, and like, you find out he does have a little bit of the softer side to him, because we understand why he's doing all this stuff. We know that his best friend is like a widowed wife, and it was like now she's got bad like eyesight, like she can barely see, and she needs to be taken care of, and it's like she can't do it in her condition, and she like his best friend apparently in the war was like he seemingly died from what we can tell, and it was very brutal like imagery that we get to see what happened to him. It's like, you see this shit happen, and it was like, he's there determined to get this gold and make sure that she's forever taken care of, and it was like the last little promise. So he does obviously have some morals, and he does have like a few of these things, but at the end of the day, it's like, I need to take care of shit, so I need to do this right now. And you see him as he's searching for the guy. The guy's like belly was like ripped open, his neck was broken, and it was like, what the fuck did this? And it was a bear, and it was like, oh shit, I need to take care of this. And he luckily got saved by this little girl, which I am so sorry, I'm probably gonna butcher her name. It was like a very weird ass name for me to even, like, I've never heard this, like Aspra, like Asripa, like I believe it was like Aspra, like her name was called, and it's like she's like this certain I believe they were called the Ainus. They were like this sort of like tribe, and it was like she immediately wiped this bear out. She had poison arrows. She was firing it down. It was like, oh, that was quick. And like the two kind of build up a little bit of the bond, like kind of talking around. It's like, look, I need this guy. He's important. I don't want to say, because he doesn't want to mention the map or anything at first. And it was like, well, that bear is going to continue going after you, because that was not the bear that killed it. There was another one who's around here who's big and fucking scary. And I was like, you know what? How about we lay a trap out for it? Like, we'll stay here, we'll get like a little bit of light going around, we'll make sure everything's all nice and good. And it's like, he eventually tells, it's like, alright, look, she's not gonna trust me if I need to be a little bit honest. It's like, believe me or not. And it's like, no, I believe you, because my father was one of the Ainu killed by the Japanese who stole the gold. So she actually wants a little bit of like a payback. She wants revenge for her father. And it's like, we can work with this. And it's like, with Sugimoto, it's like, I can work with this. I can make sure this can go down. It's like, I can help you get your revenge. I can get my gold. We can work this all together. And this is where the bit where the show gets fucking woof, like it gets a little rough. And it's the CGI bear. It is so fucking contrasting with the rest of the characters. And this is the thing. This is someone that watched the Fist of the North Star, like Blue Sky anime, and that looked fucking bad. Like that, the difference was that was actual like character model. The character models themselves were fine. It's that it was running at shit right. This was like the complete opposite, where this was running at good frame rate. It looked like it was running fine, and it was like its movements and everything, but it was just so jarring. Like, you're looking at like 2D characters and like with the backgrounds and everything, it just looks so fucking weird. And I know, like, from what I've seen with other panels, that obviously creatures, these like bears and everything, like how they're going in the wilderness, you're going to be seeing that. It's just, honestly, even if it would have been less spectacular or memorable, it's just, it didn't look good. And that's the thing, especially with like, this is White Fox helming this animation. Like, I will say that is least. There's the one thing I have to complain about White Fox is that I've never liked their CGI in any of their series, really. I've never liked it when they was doing a Kamuy, especially it was really jarring during ReZero, especially, like when they had those moments. But regardless of what, I still think they do pretty mildly well to their shows. Like, I think, like, it wasn't that explosive bombardment that we've seen from like the first few episodes of like ReZero. I mean, ReZero's first episode was pretty slow, but it kind of really kicked into high gear like later on. Same thing with the Kamuy's episode, was quite explosive. So it wasn't this bombastic. I mean, at the end of the day, he's fighting a bear. I do appreciate though, there's one bit where he just immediately sees the bear, it goes to the fucking fireplace, and he just punches it. I'm like, alright then. Sure, punch the fucking bear, why not? See how pissed it's gonna be. I don't think Sugimoto's really handled a bear before, which I kind of liked, where he's like, I have no fucking clue how to deal with bears. It's just like, it's like, no, I'm gonna use my fucking javelin. And he's like, he's having to be guided throughout all of this with with Asper. Like, she's like, I'm just gonna do what this girl, she knows what the fuck she's doing. And he eventually finishes it off because Asper can't get a good shot due to the fact of like, it's just too fucking dark. And it's like, I love the fact that she's got this cool wolf companion as well, from what it seems like, and I'm like, alright, that seems badass as fuck. Like, it's, a lot of what I've seen of her is like, I like this character, I like Asper. Like, even though she's like a little kid, she's like, she actually can generally fend for herself. I like that. Like, she's a cool hunter, and you can see that she has her own morals and a little bit of respect as well, where it's like, you killed this creature, that's yours. However, this thing, has been eating human flesh, and my beliefs are like, we do not touch that, because that is a corrupted thing now, where it's like that is evil, like an evil god. So like I believe they were saying like they actually go up to like becoming evil corrupted spirits, and it's like, when yeah, like that other bear is fine, I'll skin it and do everything down there. You can do whatever you want with this bear, because that ain't you, but to me, I ain't touching that shit for the most part. Like, apart from like passing him like the expensive bear parts, where it's like, you earned this and you want money, and this is worth a bit because it's used in medicine. So it was nice. I liked the first episode. Like, it was definitely setting up a lot of the world and characters. I think I'm more like interested in the fact that it's taking place in the Meiji area, and the fact that it's like where all these characters are and how unique these characters look at the moment, and from what I've seen. Plus, also as well, I've been non-stop listening to the Man with a Mission opening, Winding Road. It's so fucking good. I cannot scream enough at how much I love that opening. It's such a good song. Already got the full version out on there, and it's fantastic. Heavily recommend it. Would I recommend the show, though? I think there are more explosive first episodes. I definitely hope that this show has more going on for it, and I know a lot of people are going to be turned off immediately. It was like, oh, well, you know, in the manga, like, definitely, like, I'm going to check this out. It's not going to be that long of a show. I think it's already just been confirmed for, like, 12 episodes, so I'm definitely going to check it out. And if it gets another season or so, I'm definitely, I hope it does and all that. And I'm very curious to see what some of the manga readers think about it as well, where it's like, oh, hey, are they doing some of this stuff faithful? Is this kind of what you imagine in there? I would definitely say this is one of the shows, as it's one of its main selling things is to, hey, like, if you like the anime, you can read the manga as well, like most fucking animes are, where it's like, this is something where it's like, once I've maybe finished the series, or maybe gone through it a little bit, I'll definitely read it. I'll definitely read the manga. I don't think the manga's too long at the moment. I think it's only just recently 100 chapters, so, like, I'll definitely check it out. So, that's all for me. Thank you as always for watching, and I'll see you guys, though, next time.